Hello and how are you? Welcome again in our YouTube channel. And I am Tanish Sharma. And in this video, we are going to start class 11th chemistry chapter, which is one of the most fundamental chapter and important in perspective of our completely journey in learning chemistry. So let's start our chapter without wasting our time. So let's start. Our chapter name is some basic concept of chemistry. So let's start. First of all, this chapter introduces about the importance of chemistry our day in our daily to daily life. It explains how chemistry is relatively usable in different fields, and we can see that chemistry is in every spheres of life, whether it is agriculture or technology, biology, pharmaceuticals, and different spheres of the our lives, and we live completely with chemical components and chemical substances. This chapter completely basically introduces this. So, first of all, it highlights the importance of chemistry in our daily to daily life, how it is related. Furthermore, it deals with the introduction, basic terms, and your previous knowledge, which you have already studied in your early classes. So, let's start this without wasting more time. So, the first topic which comes of this chapter is about the introduction of the chemistry. What is chemistry? So basically, chemistry is a branch of science which deals with matter. You all know about matter. What is matter? Matter is anything which have space and which have some volume, sorry, and occupy some space. Like if you see in your surrounding, there is a air which probably you would say that we are no unable to see it, but you can feel it, you can sense it. How can you feel it or sense it, you would say? So if there is a balloon and you feel some air, or you inflated it with the help of air pump, so the balloon is now filled with the air completely. So you see that the balloon is completely inflated, and the balloon contain some air. Okay, you all know that. And now the air has occupied some space. You all know that if it has occupied some space, then it means that it has some volume. So anything in this world which has some weight and it has some volume, it will be coined as matter. Have you clear about it? So if I'm saying that there is a chair, there is a light, lamp, table lamp, and many other things like a board, you and me and everything, we have mass and we have volume, so we are termed as matter. So you have cleared out matter. So chemistry is the branch of science which deals with matter, its properties. What are the properties of matter? Here we will deal about its property, maybe chemical, and it will be physical properties. Okay, so matter and its property, its composition. What is the composition of matter? Like we all know that matter is composed of any particular thing. Like if there is a home which is completely built on like building block of the home is we all say that the bricks. In similar way, the building block of whole the matter is the atoms and molecules. Similarly, it deals with atoms and molecules, the constituent particle of the matter. Their transformations, matter transformation, that means if there is a matter, you all have seen that solid water is a matter. So when we fridge it, fridges and becomes a solid state substance. So similarly, when we convert a substance to in another substance, or we transform its state in one form to another form, here we will see a difference, that when we are changing a state, like there is a state A to state B, we are changing, we see that there is a certain changes which has been occurring. So the basically here we dealt with the basic changes which led to it, and throughout their structures, in completely sense we can say about it. So it's chemistry deal with in this way. Now the next thing which comes is about matter. We have already talked. Okay, we have seen the basically in nature we observe day to day life, three states of matter. uh, See your surrounding, you will observe three states. First one is solid, second one is liquid, and third one is gases. Okay, so in solid states, like if there's a board, whiteboard behind me, you have seen it's a solid surface. So matter, first of all I am telling you that matter, if you try to break down your matter into a smaller particle, ultimately a stage will come when you are unable to divide it into or in similarly particulate atoms by yourself. But further it is precisely we can say, but it is divisible, atom is further divisible. But now we are considered in a physical means, like assume that you are able to divide only a certain level of sophistication. So you are saying that it a stage will come when you are unable to break down the whole matter. The stage is called atom. Or you can say that there are more speculations, like if I have a grain of rice and I am ultimately try to break out into simplest and simpler possible by my physical mind, and ultimately I am trying to break it down in simpler fragments, then ultimately there is a stage will come when it will not further be divisible, right? So this the thing which will come, it will be an atom. So the atom word is taken up from Greek word, which is atomio. Okay, and the word atomio means uncuttable. Okay, so uncuttable, that is undivisible. So this idea comes from here. Okay, now we are going to deal with a matters type. We are studying I think properties of solid. So what are the properties of solid? So solids are basically, you would say, definite say shape. What does mean by definite shape? That means they did not change their shape with time. If there's a, if it's a shape like the whiteboard shape is completely rectangular, after some time you will see that shape will be retained. Or you can say that if I have taken something like any of the object, uh, it has the same property, it has definite volume. You all know that if I have a box and I try to fill it out exceed of its volume, then it will expel out in similar weight, or it will tear off. So in this way, so we can say that it has definite volume, it has definite shape, and furtherly we can say they are rigid. Okay, so why is it that they are have definite shapes and volume? I am giving you example. Assume that you have hold your friend's hand, and similarly your other friend's hand, other hand. So you have made a, you may have made a chain in completely way. So is it easily to break this chain? Or there is another situation when you joined your hand in complete, like in this way, you have make in this structure, and your friend also tied up your hands in a completely tightly bounded. So what in which condition you are able to be free easily? So you would say in earlier condition, because in this condition we are not completely free, because we will need more amount of energy, we are completely binded here. So in similar ways, the atoms in the solid states are completely binding to each other. They are intermolecular spaces. Intermolecular space means the space between two atoms. Intermolecular spaces are very less, or we can say that they are so compacted. That's why they are unable to change their position from 1 to a, but they can vibrate only. So this is the reason behind it. So they have definite shapes, volume. So if you try to break down or disturb this equilibrium, then the system will try to retain its equilibrium, and it will completely break down because its equilibrium has been disturbed. So this one is the about the solid. And similarly we have liquids do not have a definite volume, they will take the shape of the content if they are kept. So these basically are the properties of liquid, or we can say that liquids are compressible. We can compress it, and after some time they will regain their shape. Or they have not definite shape. Okay, they have definite volume about liquids. And like in this way they are the sufficient properties of the liquid which we have said basically. Then after comes gases. What are the properties of gases? The basic properties of gases is this, that they did not have any definite shape, definite volume. If you have a like a balloon, they will take the shape of the balloon. If you have a cylinder, they will take the shape of the cylinder. If you have a completed room and you have 1 kg of gas, it will spread out throughout the room. If you have a like a 1 liter bottle and you have full it 1 liter of the gas, then it will completely filled the whole bottle, so it will spread out accordingly the space available for it. So we can say it is neither definite shape and nor have definite volume. What's the reason behind it? It's reason behind, again, the intermolecular species in gases is so much high. So if we I am talking about the decreasing order of the intermolecular species or the forces which bind to together. So the basically questions come that how the atoms, you are saying that atoms are completely closely packed. Why they are kept packed? So they are packed by a force which is known is intermolecular force, which bind these two atoms together. Or if this force acts between the same type of atom, that means between same atoms, between same nature of atom, then it is known as cohesive force in this case. And if it is acting between different atoms of different substances, then it is termed as adhesive force. Like glue is an adhesive. When you stick you are like wood to with any paper or anything, then they it's the paper nature of the paper is one of the type and the nature of the wood is other type. So its atom will be type A, its atom will be type B. So they have two different natures, so it will be termed as adhesive force. So the next will things which comes about gas is so special that I am talking about decrease the order of the volumes, sorry, decrease the order about the intermolecular forces. So solids have intermolecular forces much greater than all of these. Then it comes liquid, then it comes gases. Now we have finished it, the topic about matter and its states. Now next topic comes about mixtures and pure substances. So you just tell me what are mixtures according to you. So you would say that it will be sugar water, sugar solution. You will say salt water, you will say tea ho gaya. Okay, so in this way you will say that there are certain types of examples. So these are the basic example. So now what are mixtures? So let's start. Before mixture we will study pure substances. What are pure substances? So in this world we have classified substances, you can say we have classified matter into two parts. First one is pure substances and second one is mixtures. What are pure substances? Pure substances, we can say that they have definite compositions. And in pure substances, the atoms of the element are in their completely impacted form or in incomplete their natural form. So these are basically definition of pure substance. Basically we said that pure substance is that anything which whose particle is made up of only one type of atoms, you can say, or one type of the substance whose completely made up of only one type of atoms. Similarly in this way we say. So you have already studied about the ninth chapter is matter pure around us, in which it was talked that if you go to a scientist, then for you for going checking of your milk purity, then it will say that for you the milk purity means that it is lack of water or any additional thing which you have added. But the scientist will say no, this is not pure because it will contain fats particles and water particles, vitamins particles. So for him it is not pure. So pure means pure substances are that substances which are made up of only one type of one type of atoms, or you can say one type of molecule, basically you can say. Okay, so basically you can say that which is made of one type of molecule. Now the next thing comes here about we have done about pure substances. Mixtures. What are mixtures? Mixtures are the combinations of two or more, you can say, pure substances. Like if I have a pure substance like sugar, if I have pure substance like water, when they will combine they will form a mixture. So the most important things about mixtures is that their composition is not fixed. That means their composition variable, it's not fixed. You can add any one of the amount, you can add excess and in limited amount, any of these. So this is the basic property. So have you clear about it? What are mixtures? So basically mixtures are those which are formed from the combination of two or more pure substances, and they are a composition not uniform throughout it. Furtherly, we classify mixtures into two categories. One is homogeneous and other is heterogeneous mixtures. So homogeneous mixtures which have same composition throughout the substance. What does it mean? If you have taken sugar solution and you try to, like, if I have divided sugar solutions in different layers, if I have a glass of sugar solution, and I have divided separated it into three categories, like it will be stage 1, stage 2 and stage 3. Then if you try to taste the water at stage 1, it will be same taste. If you try to taste the water at stage 2, it also has the same taste. In similar way, it in stage 3 it has also the same taste. So basically it does mean that uniform composition, and it's transferably basically salty water, similar in this way. Next comes about heterogeneous mixtures which do not have uniform composition throughout the mixture. So what are the example of this? Its example will be, you would say that soil in water, its composition is not fixed. After some time you would have observed that the soil will be separated from the water and it will settle down about the bottom of the beaker of the container which you have kept. So similarly in this way, these are the heterogeneous mixtures. Now we talk about the pure substances. We have classified pure substances into two categories. One is elements and other is compounds. You already have studied about elements. Element is the pure substance which occurs in their pure elemental pure natural forms in the earth, or you can say nature. Basically we can say those pure substances which contain or which are formed from only one type of atoms, they are termed as elements. AgAu, aluminum will come in this category. Then it comes about compounds. Compound are the mixtures of the elements, two or more, you can see, in a definite or fixed composition or fixed proportion. So this is the basic things. So you have to always take in mind the basically difference between, you, if I am saying that this compound is a mixture of this and in a definite proportion. So you are think that the properties of the elements which will be it should be the properties of the same compound which will form. No, it is completely wrong. If you like, if you have from water H2O from hydrogen oxygen respectively elements. So if you see here that the hydrogen burns with a pop sound, right? Oxygen is the support of combustion, but the complete adverse nature of the compound which is formed by them, that is water, its nature is it is used for extinguishing the fire. Similarly it's a complete adverse behavior. So the compound behavior will be completely different from its constituents. Similarly in this way, there are some of the properties compounds which you can evaluate from their definitions and from precisely from them. And also you can say that compounds will not be separated into their elemental form by physical means. If you want to do, you have to do some chemical reactions or chemical changes, right? Here it's this topic will completely finish. Now the next topic comes, it will be about the units which we have, and basically I would say that